Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. The last video I made yesterday about the free agency, the audio thing was messed up. So we're making one today. Luckily, making another one anyway because a lot of news came out now that we actually can discuss more about. But you know our Miami Heat have been trying to search for that superstar player here in the off season, you know, getting to the finals last year and falling a little bit short. Well, a lot bit short. Versus the Nuggets like that, just not having that extra push, that extra oomph on offense. And the Heat is now trying to acquire Damian Lillard via trade. Damian Lillard has requested a trade yesterday. I believe it was like it was kind of like around noontime actually, like around close to noonish, 11 or 12ish around that time like that. But he requested a trade yesterday, and he said that he wants to go to the Miami Heat. That was one of the teams. Remember in the interview he mentioned the Miami Heat, the Brooklyn Nets, some of the teams they like to go to. They also said that Philly's in the mix like that of the teams that Trailblazers are interested in because they open to listen to a lot of things. Because I don't believe Damian Lillard has a no trade clause, but you think they'll probably honor his wishes like that as their one of their franchise players for the past 10 plus years like that. So we'll see what happens when it shapes out. But the Miami Heat might need a third team involved, as many people think could happen like that. They said that the Heat may need a third team to maybe add some extra picks that they can send to the Trailblazers. Trailblazers looking for at least 4 first-round picks and some young talent and young players as well like that. So we're going to see how things shape out. But also other things that happen, we'll get back to the Dame topic in a little bit. Thomas Bryant signed a 2-year deal with the Miami Heat. And actually a pretty good pickup. The Heat always need that extra depth. That extra guy off the bench who can come off the bench and give you good minutes. Thomas Bryant averaged 9 points a game last year. I think about 6 or 7 rebounds last year as well. He played with the Lakers and the Wizards, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, he's done both of those teams. But no, was it the Lakers and the Nuggets? It was I think it was the Lakers and it was Lakers and somebody like that. But he played for both of the 2 teams last year like that. But Thomas Bryant, I think he's a solid piece. He's only 25 years old like that. So I feel like the 2-year deal is a good deal to get him here like that. We see how things shape out, see how things work and stuff with him like that. And then he also re-signed Kevin Love a couple days ago. Kevin Love was a veteran piece. He had some big time minutes in the playoff series versus the Bucks, the playoff series versus the Knicks, and then at the end against the Celtics as well a little bit. Well, beginning with the Celtics as well. And then we played in the series versus the Nuggets like that. We came in and got that win, that one win right there. He played some big time minutes, getting rebounds and stuff like that. I feel like having a veteran like that is very good. And then Josh Richardson has made his return as well. Josh Richardson used to be here back in 2015. We got drafted here. He also, remember those were days when we was like, it was kind of days, I won't say dark days, because it was still fun watching the team go out there and compete and stuff. But that's when we had Josh Richardson and Justice Winslow, Hassan Whiteside, Magruder, Wayne Ellington, Luke Bambit, Goran Dragic, all those guys, Tyler Johnson, etc. I think all those guys like that, they're out there just playing and competing. Willie Reed, another guy as well too. And I think Josh Richardson coming back, he's a solid guy. He averaged I believe it was 7 or 8 points per game last year, but his career average is 11 points per game. Here in the Miami Heat uniform, he averaged his best, which was 16 points per game at 1 year. At one point, he was kind of like one of our best players, and not the best player on our team. Richardson can play defense. He can his 3-point shooting got better and stuff like that. So him coming off the bench and being that second unit point guard will be very good to see. So we're gonna see how things shape out with that. But I think so far the Heat has done a pretty good job in adding some depth. So adding Thomas Bryant, bringing Kevin Love back, and also bringing Josh Richardson in. And most likely we'll probably see another move or two. I was hoping for Naz Reid. I don't know if we'll be able to get Naz Reid now. It'd probably be via trade if you could get Naz Reid. I feel like he'd be perfect to fit next to Bam like that. That'd be a nice addition to add. But we'll see how we'll see what happens really like that. Because we still need a power forward. A starting power forward, let's say running the same small ball style like that. But back to the Dame topic. Well, actually, for the Dame topic again, we get back to it. Gabe Vincent, as you guys know, went to the Lakers on a $11 million per year deal and for 3 years. And we've seen Max Strus go to the Cavs. Oladipo got traded to the Thunder and stuff like that. So those are 3 guys who left. Oladipo era with the Heat has so much potential. It's just the injuries like that came at the wrong time because we've seen them when he first was here, and we're like, okay, that may be the guy can give us that extra the extra scoring output. And the injuries got to him. And then we've seen it the following year He played, but he kind of injured the whole time, but he came back in the playoffs to play. But he played well in the playoffs. We're like, okay, now he got a full off season, full rest and full preparation with the team. Let's see how he looks now. And he was looking pretty good like that. But then the injury happened in the playoffs like that. He was playing pretty good in the playoff games and stuff like that. Injury happened, and he was out for the rest of the year. So on the Depot era, had a lot of potential, but just didn't shape out because of injuries and stuff. So hopefully he does well in Thunder. He's going back to the Thunder. I think he spent 1 year with the Thunder before. Back in 2000, that 2016. It was before, I think, before he got to the Pacers and stuff. But hopefully it goes well for him. Another thing too, as well, before we get to the Dame topic, I think the Heat, they might actually need to go out there and try to add another, what's his name? Another like, no, actually not get rid of Kyle Lowry, I think, is one thing too. But I think adding another like a stretch type player, a player who can like 3-and-D type wing guy, like a Dorian Finney-Smith comes to mind. I feel like he'd be a perfect fit for the Miami Heat. I feel like they need to add one of those guys. Even if we do get the, like if the Damian Lillard trade does happen and stuff, I feel like we still need a guy like that. Those type of guys like that can go out there and just play good defense, get threes for you and stuff like that. I probably need a player like that. Of course, we got Thomas Bryant signing is good. Kevin Love is good. Josh Richardson is good. But I think we need a wing type guy. A Dorian Finney-Smith will be perfect. I don't know what the asking price for that will be. I don't know if we'll be able to get him. But I feel we need a guy in that type of style. I know Jay Crowder's out there, but he's not the same anymore. I guess I don't know if the Heat will pursue that. But we need a type of guy like that. I feel like that would be a turning point for us because wing defending was kind of our I'm saying interior defending was probably our worst one a little bit like that because we had like an undersized type team. But wing defending was a little bit like, let's get certain teams like that. We playing against certain guys. You're like, okay, we need a little bit extra because Jamal Murray. Now we did have Oladipo in that playoff series. Maybe it been a little different. He'd been on Jamal Murray the whole time, and we know Oladipo is a very good wing defender, and he's a very good defender like that. But I thought we need to add a guy who can like do that for us as well, like that, with the size and the ability and the quickness and the length and stuff to go out there and help us. But back to the Dame topic, if the Heat do get Damian Lillard, that'd be great. But I think, of course, it's going to cost you Tyler Hero most likely. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Jovic. Jovic is a guy I think a lot of potential. 6'11", point guard. Well, he's a power forward, I think, but he has a point guard ability like that. He can shoot the three as well. But I feel like, if you got to get Dame, you got to let go some of these young guys go. I think the best scenario, in my opinion, the one I've written up right here, the 3-team trade. I know they said the Nets may be interested in maybe on getting Tyler Hero as well. They said the Brooklyn Nets are also interested in trying to get Damian Lillard too, because Damian Lillard did say the Brooklyn Nets is on his list as well. So they're trying to trade. I think the trade offer was Claxton and Ben Simmons and some other picks. It was for Damian Lillard and stuff like that. Kind of similar to the Heat one as well, like that too. But I feel like the best bet is for a 3-team trade. I think if the Heat can find a way to get maybe the Spurs, who said they had interest in Tyler Hero, maybe Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson sent to the Spurs. Tyler Hero going there will it'll actually benefit the Spurs a lot. Him, Keldon Johnson. They have a guy who can just go out there and get a bucket for them. And Wemby is there as well. Then you have Keldon Johnson too. And then I think Duncan Robinson, of course, Duncan Robinson can create space and can light it up from deep. And then I think Jovic and Lowry and 2 firsts for the Heat picks. It's just kind of the stuff like don't throw Lowry in. You got to throw Lowry in there because like you got to bounce out the salaries a little bit. So Jovic, Lowry, 2 first picks from the Heat, 2 first picks from the Spurs, and some swaps. Like then swaps as well to the Trailblazers, and then Lillard to the Heat. Now, the only thing about this, I know the Heat are willing to do this trade, but you think the team that you asked for the third team is willing to give 2 first-round picks to get Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson? You got to see. I don't know like that. If teams are willing to do that, what team is willing to do that? We know Tyler Hero's a 6-man a year, averaged 20+ points a game the past 2 years. He can get a bucket. He's a scorer and stuff like that. He can get out there and score, but he's been injured the past few playoffs, and it kind of hasn't been working out fully with the Heat. So the Heat trying to go in a different direction, trying to get a point guard out there who can help Bam, who can help take the pressure off Jimmy being on ball too much and stuff like that, and just help us try to win and be a final piece for the championship. Now, if we don't get Dame, I still feel like our team is still good enough to win a championship like that. Still good enough to compete for one like that. Adding different guys. I feel like last year we really just had added some size. We had some size, and like if If Depot or Tyler Hero, one of the two, were not injured, I feel like we probably could have won the championship like that. So I feel like even if we don't get Dame, we still have a chance to win the championship. But we're gonna see how things play out. That's all I got for this video today, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Leave your reaction and stuff. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.